How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. My name is Mercy, for those of you who are here for the first time. And today I'm going to do a very simple tutorial. I'm going to be teaching you how to cook soft layered chapatis. I know you guys, there's so many tutorials on YouTube, but as I was going through them, I was like, there is no specific tutorial that is showing you to measure all your ingredients correctly so that you can get the results that you're looking for. For instance, they say use 30 grams of flour and I don't know how many ml of water. Actually, at home, who has those things to measure? Not many of us. So we're just going to do a realistic tutorial to teach you how to measure everything from water to flour to all the salt, the oil, the cooking oil, everything, so that you can get the desired results, soft layered chapatis. In case you're new here, guys, please give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. Guys, by the way, this video was to be with my hubby because he loves chapatis. Oh my god, and I'm just so tired of cooking every time. So babe, please be keen. I'm also showing you so that you can be cooking for yourself when I'm not in the mood, baby, because not every day I'm in the mood. Alright guys, let's get to our ingredients. So you need, of course, flour, ya kupika chapati. You're gonna be needing salt. Salt is very important to give the chapatis taste, and sugar. Sugar is optional, but I love my chapatis with sugar. I love that balance between salt and sugar. And then you're gonna need cooking oil, and warm water. That's all you're gonna need, because this is just a very simple chapatis. So if you struggle, unapika chapati zako zinakauka, mostly this is the point where you go wrong. Hii place ya mixing the dough. So be very keen as I explain, because this tutorial you're gonna be cooking chapatis like a pro. I promise you that. So personally, I love using Ajab or Dola. Those two flours, for me, they give me the perfect results, and I really can't compare with any other. So that's just my personal preference. So what you're gonna do for every time you're cooking, for every 1 cup of water, and we're gonna use lukewarm water. Don't use cold water, don't use hot water, lukewarm water. So for every 1 cup of hot water, you put 3 cups of flour. Alright, so I love using this cup because this one gives me around 10 to 13 chapos. So that's perfect for my family, but you can cook with whatever. If this is the cup you're using, use 1 cup of water, 3 cups of flour. Whether you're using, like, say this glass, 1 cup of this glass and 3 cups of the flour. So whichever cup you're using, that is the ratio. And with that ratio in mind, you're never going to go wrong, okay? So let's begin with our flour. So we're going to put 3, heat well. So that's 1. So this is for someone mwenye haujui kupima, hujazoea kupika chapo, so hujui kupima the way our moms pima naturally. Unajua, no one tells them. So yeah, that's 3 cups of flour. So here I'm going to use, this is like 1 teaspoon of salt. Just 1 is going to be enough. So it depends on how you like it, but for me, this mchanganyiko usually give me perfect flavor that I'm looking for. So then I'm going to use, this is a tablespoon, I'm going to use 3 of these of sugar. So 1, 2, bread. About it. So we're gonna mix that well, evenly, so that the sugar spreads, mixes well rather with the flour. So the next step is very, very important. By the way, guys, my hubby went to to a chef and asked for a recipe for cooking chapati. And from that point, that's when I started cooking chapati correctly. So, what's his name? That chef, shout out to you. I can't remember your name, but thank you so much. You've really transformed the way we cook chapati. So, what he said, cooking oil, it's very, very important. It's the key to making your chapatis soft. And so, while you are kneading, you need to put cooking oil here while you're kneading. So, we are going to measure 10 tablespoons of cooking oil so that it can make them soft. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So make sure you knead your dough using cooking oil. Mafuta si ya kuwekwa tu when you are frying kwa pan, hapana. Even at this point, you need the cooking oil. So just mix well. So now our flour is well and mixed, everything in there. So now we're going to take our lukewarm water. I'm going to take the next one. No, it's okay. So make sure you fill the cup vizuri like that. And well, you can add gradually, but for me, because I'm sure about this, I just naongeza at once, but it's advisable you add gradually. But anyway, so here's the problem. My tabletops or my countertops are really high. So lazima really. But anyway, we move. So you just knead. By then, if you're like beginner, just add the water gradually. Yeah. I've kneaded my dough for about 4 minutes, and as you can see, it's now almost done. So your dough shouldn't touch your hands, as if I could stick and also to the surface. So it's nice now. So you can transfer it to a clean surface. Just to finish off, unai hivi like as in a cylindrical way, and then like that, just to make sure it's well kneaded. Okay. So now we're just going to form it into a ball. So as you can see, the dough is very soft. Now ukifinya hivyo inafaa bounce back. I don't know whether you can see. That's how it should be. It's very, very soft. And we're just going to form it like that. And then you're supposed to let your dough rest for about 30 minutes. But you can do it for longer. Actually, personally, I need my dough like in the morning and nitaitumia huko lunchtime. So you need the dough to rest so that the gluten can rest, you know. Zitakuwa zinavutika vizuri. So you're supposed to store it kwa mahali covered. You can store it like here and you cover with maybe a damp cloth. But personally, napenda kuweka hapa, and then I'm just going to cover. So the reason for covering is to ensure that it doesn't form a crust. Hii part ya juu isikauke. So you have to cover as you let it rest. Usiache in the open to rest. So you're going to give it time to rest, and then you're going to come back and do the other step. Guys, our flour has been resting for about 30 minutes. So we get it out of this hot box. Yeah. So here it is, very soft. There is no crust that has formed. So now what we're going to do, we're going to line it with oil so that we can get our layers. So normally what I do, because I don't want to waste time, hapa unaweza waste time if you're not keen. So what I do, let me just show you. We're going to need to sprinkle some flour here. We sprinkle all around. So there's so many ways of layering the dough, but for me, napenda yenye hainiwaste time. So I'm just going to roll the whole of this dough. So to about a thickness of 1 inch. So there are people who cut individual chapos and apply mafuta hapo, but for me I find that was a lot of work, honestly guys. So this is what works for me. So that is our chapo, or I do rather. So I'm just going to use like this nini of oil, 1 kanini. And then just spread it all over evenly so that each corner gets the oil. Yeah, like so. And then now I'm going to cut. Just a minute. So now I am going to cut kulingana na zile chapo nataka. Okay? So guys, we are done. Now we're in the part of rolling. So you just pick one and roll. Like so. And then this nini tunaingiza hapa chini. Yeah, like that. So this hii nini ndio ita form the layers. You're going to see. So we do that to the rest of the chapos. In case you realize one is so thick than the rest, unakaza tu kidogo. And then you carry on, Okay guys, so I've already prepared. As you can see, all of them, they're looking good already. So what you're going to do, make sure you don't expose them for long, because if you expose them for long, they're going to form a crust, and that's what you don't want. So nitaziweka tu hapa back, and then nitazifunika. So nitakuwa natoa hapa so that they don't form a crust. Don't expose your dough guys, don't expose it. So zimetokea 13 chapos na katoto nikaasha. So tutafunika and then you start rolling. Also meanwhile, wacha niwashe gas. Ndio iko ina heat up so that, because you're supposed to cook on hot plate. Hot whatever, hiyo ikiwa moto. So normally I dip it for flour. Hiyo niliona kutoka kwa mamangu by the way. And then I'm going to start rolling. So if you're not perfect at rolling like me, I'm not perfect by the way. Ukiserve chapo zako zikatekate mara 4. Nobody's gonna know. Also don't make it too thin, because now layers zitapotea. Don't make it a thin sana. But it should be thin. Find your balance. I know this one is perfect for us, I think. Guys, you also need a good quality pan for sure. So hizi ni zile za jua kali. I got it I think at around 700. As you can see, it's very thick. It's able to retain heat very well. And also regulation of heat is very very important, because ukipika na heat kubwa sana zitaban, hazitaiva ndani. So you need to regulate. I normally use this if nini kubwa ikiwa medium what? Hiyo moto ikiwa medium. Anyway, regulate your heat accordingly, then kawekelea tu kanini. So what normally I do, I first dry them, kausha them. You know, ukizikausha it gives, kama sasa nikiweza weka mafuta directly, what will happen is it will start to brown and haijacook vizuri huko ndani. So I give it time just to dry kiasi before I put the oil. And also personally napenda kupika chapo mob, like these ones we can't finish today, so I dry the chapos like this and then naziweka kwa fridge. Then when you need to cook, natoa tu naweka kwa mafuta. And by the way, they never dry. As long as ukipika unaikula, si eti unapika and then unaweka ati uta reheat. No, just put them like this in the fridge, and then when you want to cook, you just weka mafuta. And also if you're just cooking for eating, make sure first you dry kiasi, so that by the time unaweka mafuta itakuwa imeiva ndani vizuri. Also remember to always kuziweka zikiwa zimefunikwa. Usiweke machapo zikiwa hivyo exposed. So as you can see, narudisha hapo kwa hotpot, naacha ikae hapo itulie hapo. And we continue to the next one. Guys, here's our oil. I'm just going to use a little bit of oil. I spread it all over my chapo and then turn to the heat. Napenda kuziekelea ndio zinanishield, isichomeke sana. That's just how I saw my mom cook, and it works very well. So I'm able to press down chapo inaiva vizuri na sichomeki sana kwa mkono. So the oil I use, so more by the way, si mob sana. Like 3/4 of a tablespoon per side. Guys, as you can see, hata nikipika, the layers are there. Guys, our chapos are ready, and as I told you, sikuweka mafuta zote. So like this, I just dried them. Nilizikausha, and then after zimepoa, I'm going to pack them in Ziploc bags na niweke kwa fridge. We're going to be eating them much later. But I fried some. Oh, they're so hot. Hata zishaanza kuraruka, you guys. Look. So this one's going over here. Yeah, here are our chapos. Zimekatika. You can see the layers clearly, very very clearly in all chapos. They are really soft, you guys. Very very soft. Naka nikaasha. So guys, that's how to prepare soft layered chapatis. Very very easy. Make sure you measure your water and your flour, and make sure you regulate heat properly. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I love you so much. Make sure you share with someone who doesn't know how to cook chapo. Make sure you share, by the way, sharing is caring. Let's all be pros at this game. All right, thank you for watching. Let me see you on my next video. Bye.